the licensing expo here in Las Vegas. My badge is in the the frame at the bottom, but you know what? That's okay. But yeah, we'll see kind of what happens here in terms of people hopping in. I'm just gonna, until then, do a little bit of some warm-ups here because I've not played any Kanoodle yet today. So let's tackle some stuff here. Let's see how we want to go about this, friends. Welcome in anyone who's joining in. Let's see. That's not it. Let me try this. Put these here. Boom, 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 boom. What up, friends? What up, Parker? Good to see you, friend. Thank you for joining in. I know that, today's live streams are going to be a little bit kind of random, just kind of whenever I have time here at the convention center. Because, yeah, I am here with the folks who create Kanoodle, Educational Insights. I'm also here with Mensa. Fun little fact there. But, yeah, I'm trying my best to make sure that I solve this puzzle here. This is just my warm-up. But, yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do, depending on, I was going to say maybe I can find a little pen and paper or something. We can do some sort of way to kind of keep track of the whatchamacallits. Ooh, we're close again. Okay, yeah. The scores of of everyone's suggestions. Also, let me know. Expo so far is going well. It's just started. It started. I got here like 2 hours ago, a little over 2 hours ago. But yeah, I'm like all set up over at the Mensa booth with the Kanoodle folks. Yeah, I'm trying to get sort of our normal live stream in, although there's a chance that it might be not normal in terms of, keep track of the score for me. Thank you, Parker. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, we'll try and keep track of, well, yeah. Also, yeah, let me know if the sound is okay, because that's the other thing that I'm kind of trying to figure out is that, do I need to put an actual external microphone in, that I'm not even sure that if that external mic's going to like sound that much better, but, yeah, you can let me know if the audio is like bad or if there's too much kind of bleed from the sounds of the convention, because if so, then I definitely can rock a different sound situation. So why am I struggling so hard with the fact that we can't move the red piece? Okay, here. I think I'm just trying too hard to do a specific thing here in the Kanoodle. So let's just let's tackle it the way that I kind of normally know how to do. We can go like this and do some sort of fun, funky stuff around it. But yeah, this is literally just a warm-up for me. So, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I didn't schedule this live stream so that people could see it beforehand. Like, I wasn't able to schedule it because I didn't know when I was going to start, because it was kind of just based entirely on sort of when I got everything set up and when we wanted to kind of get going here. With that being said, we are here now, though, and I appreciate everyone who's joined in. Why the heck is this one so tough? There it is, finally. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to need another warm-up then if that one took me that long. But, yeah. What up, Simon? Good to see you, friend. But, yeah, let me know. It sounds good to me. Okay, cool. Great. Yeah, we're just trying to tackle it like that. Hopefully it looks okay, too. I've got it it's kind of zoomed out right now, it feels like. But I kind of like how far away it is because I can kind of look under the tripod just to sort of see the puzzle there. It's actually kind of weirdly difficult to solve the puzzle through, like, the viewfinder of my phone. Like, looking at my phone screen and solving through that is actually weirdly difficult. So instead, we're just going to do it like this. But yeah, welcome. What up, Trimmer Man? Good to see you, friends. And then, yeah, if anyone, if we want to do, I don't have a goal. I don't even know if I can set a goal from here from my phone, because I don't have my laptop to be able to, like, access the goals and stuff like that. But yeah, let me see. I'm gonna do, instead of I'm gonna see all messages in chat there. We have the shopping bag, stuff like that. Okay, cool. All right, we're working on this. Yeah, earlier I threw in just purple to mine, and it was all the way in the corner. Yet it still took 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Hey, you know what? Sometimes it's, yeah, live from Las Vegas. It's Kanoodle, bro. Yep, that's me, baby. Welcome, Carla. All right, here. Let me get into it. Actually, here, we're gonna run one more warm-up because that one wasn't great. I'm just going to literally reset it here and then just go upward. But yeah, welcome in, friends. Appreciate you all being here. How about this? We will, once we hit 100 likes, per usual, 100 likes, we'll run a poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of the stream. So, yeah, of course, the kind of the typical, you guys get to decide sort of what we do for the day. But yeah, I will be live multiple times today. I'll be live now, and then I'll be live probably in, ooh, that's not quite it. Probably in a little bit, but yeah, it's literally just the purple piece right now. So I got to be able to figure this out. That's not it, because yeah, lime is honestly just going to be consistently a challenging piece for us to be able to fit anywhere. Lime's tough. Okay. But yeah, welcome in, friends. Appreciate you all being here. That's not going to work. Okay. Hold on. I want to be able to, how about, what if we do that? Well, then we need the purple piece, and that's the only one we can't move, so that's unfortunate. Okay. What if we go Orange and blue, yeah, okay. We still have lime, though, which sucks, because, yeah, here we're not going to be able to do it. Lime is just going to be the most challenging piece known to man. We just can't move the purple piece. This is just a warm-up, and I am struggling deeply with it, unfortunately. But you know what? It is what it is. Sometimes the warm-ups are harder than the puzzles when they actually come in. So we'll feel like this. Let me build out this way. I like this. Magenta here. Green's going to be a little weird, though. Let's see, if we did green there, that wouldn't work because we don't have a piece remaining that fits. Let me know also if you guys prefer a better angle. You can see my pants and my legs and stuff like that too, which is funny. But yeah, welcome in, friends. Appreciate everyone joining in. Make sure you guys like the stream. What time is it in Vegas? It's 11:18 a.m. right now. So yeah, this is this is like actually kind of the time that I stream on Wednesdays usually on my account. So it's not too unfamiliar. But then here, yeah, okay, we're close, but we don't quite have it. We just can't move. Actually, wait, hold on. Hear me out. What if we take cyan, we move it over here, and then we find a spot for blue, maybe over here, although I don't think we can just do that. We can't. What am I doing? Okay. What is with these warm-ups being harder than they normally should be, unfortunately. But, you know, at the same time, you know what? Maybe it means that I'm going to have a very challenging day, you know, and that's okay. It is what it is. I'm a little hungry and tired, but that's okay. We tried this already, and I don't think I was able to do this. Yeah, that doesn't work either. Holy cow, it's already taken me over 2 minutes. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to kind of keep score the way that I normally do in the live streams. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining in. Make sure you guys are liking the stream. We're trying to get to to 1,000 likes, 1,000 likes. But 100 likes gets us the poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of the stream. So that's kind of a big one. And yeah, I'm playing in Las Vegas, just in the middle of an expo hall right now, which is pretty fun and wild and wacky. Wacky and wild. What if we go like this? Is this going to turn into anything? Oh my gosh, it is. Thank God. Okay, yeah. That's 2 minutes and 54 seconds. Also, of course, if anyone's got any gifts or anything like that, feel free to throw those out there. Let me know also if the internet gets kind of bad, because I'm on the Wi-Fi here at the convention center, but I feel like convention center Wi-Fi. Also, look at this. Kanoodle. Convention center Wi-Fi can be kind of challenging, so let me know if it is. Let me also just move some of the cords around near my feet here. You can see where my legs are. But yeah, all right. Let's move on to some suggestions here. Let's, why not? Okay, yeah. Can you do purple and blue have to touch, but the homies can't? Okay, yeah, Simon. Simon's a very consistent viewer, so I really appreciate it. Why am I one of the only commenters right now? Because, you know, it just kind of takes some time for people to come in and actually feel comfortable. Where are you guys watching from, though? That'll promote some comment push. But yeah, we'll try this in a minute and a half. But yeah, I'd love for you guys to tell me where you're watching from, whether it be, you know, what country, or if you're in the U.S., what state. So can you, purple and blue have to touch, but the homies can't. So gray and yellow cannot touch, unfortunately, but then purple and blue have to. So let's throw them in there. Okay, so let's do it like that then. Purple and blue have to touch, minute and a half on the clock. These two can't. So I got to find some sort of tasteful way to figure that out. I'm actually thinking, what if we go like this, and then we put the chunky pieces in here, and then look at this. Ooh, beautiful little space for the gray piece right there. That's lovely. I love that. Okay, yeah. So we are looking good so far. Let me just... I gotta finish out the puzzle though here. Ooh, what if we go like this? Hear me out. We go this way, so we can put magenta there. Oh yes. Oh yes. So that would be 1-0 for sure. If I were keeping track of our wins and losses today, that's 1-0. I solved that in 28 seconds. Holy cow. England, Texas, heck yeah. UK for Mohammed, nice. Oh yeah. We got Australia up in here too from Teradanuku, nice. I recognize that flag, of course. Italy, of course, from Simon, yeah. Texas, yep. Minnesota from Becca, heck yeah. Yeah. Also, if you guys throw the little, you can throw the little hype reactions to the like 100s and hearts and stuff like that are free in the bottom right corner. I think they are for you guys. That goes a long way to kind of push the live stream as well. We're trying to get as many people here as possible, especially because the people with the company would like to see numbers. So anyway, but yeah, heck yeah, friends, nice. So many different people here. Okay, yeah, keep track of score. Yeah, I'm 1-0 so far. All right, we got some viewers. Yeah, Tennessee, cool. Canada, cool. Okay, let's tackle a couple of other, yeah, let's do this one from Clockwave, gray and white. So we'll just throw in gray and white and see if we can solve this thing. This is interesting, kind of how they landed here. So, minute 30 on the clock. We're going to try and tackle it where, of course, these two pieces cannot move. Let's put the homies together, aka gray and yellow. Gotta love it. Let's put blue over here. And let's do maybe lime, red. This is a good spot for magenta. Let's go light pink. Of course, yeah, we're trying to get to... ooh, we're close. Okay. We're trying to get to oh my gosh, there it is. 1,000 likes. But once we hit 100 likes, though, 100 likes more feasible. Once we hit 100 likes, then we will make sure to tackle the, what am I trying to say? We'll run the poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of the stream. Let me also make sure that I can do that. I don't remember where the poll option is here on my phone, because usually I start the poll on my, oh yeah, in the stickers area. Yeah. There's a poll. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right. But yeah, appreciate y'all being here. Let's keep on going here, friends. I'm not gonna mess with this too much. What's the countdown, actually? Oh, okay, you can do like a full countdown. That's interesting. All right, cool. All right, let's get into this. So let's keep moving on. Appreciate y'all joining in. We got some good viewership so far. 182 people in here right now. All right, what's the next suggestion? We are 2-0. DPG 2, viewers 0. Nice. Thank you so much, Parker. If you have to go, by the way, too, no worries. You can let me know. But yeah, if anybody's got more suggestions here, feel free to throw those out there. Yeah, we got one for Becca. As always, Becca's always going to contribute. Gotta love Becca for that. Blue and light blue have to touch, and white has to be in a corner. Yeah, okay. Okay. What is Kanoodle? It is a 3D puzzle game that I'm currently playing on a live stream, but it is a 3D puzzle game in which, for example, for this one, there are a couple pieces that are kind of stuck in place, and you have to kind of solve around the fact that they cannot move. I've been given a fun suggestion by a viewer here where the white piece has to end up in a corner somehow, so I have to also find a way for white to end up in a corner, but also where all of these pieces... so you have to kind of place all of these in here while not moving the original 2 blue pieces if you want to try and tackle it. Yeah. So yeah, so it's pretty cool, pretty fun. I have a few different strategies of things that I'm trying to ways that I'd want to tackle it here. But yeah, the main stipulation, of course, is that the blue pieces cannot move. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge from there. But yeah, let's see. It's hard, right? You'd think because of the bright colors and stuff that it would be a game for kids, but it's actually, I'm 33 and I struggle deeply with these puzzles sometimes, but it's great for the brain, and yeah, it's a ton of fun. So yeah, a lot of it's a lot of pattern recognition. I've done thousands and thousands of these puzzles, so I've gotten really used to what they look like and stuff like that too. So I'll see if I can try and tackle this one right now for the viewers at home. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Jonathan. If you want, yeah. Oh goodness, amazing. Okay, yeah, right, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice, very cool. Okay, very cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I was gonna say I'm more of sort of the face of the company. I'm not as well versed in the actual business end of things. I was gonna say anybody at that table right there is probably a lot better. Yeah, totally. Because yeah, I'm just I'm here doing the game. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's do this thing, friends. Appreciate y'all's patience there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's do this thing. So white has to end up in a corner. We could put white in this corner and just kind of call it there. Yeah, I wanted to give that guy a chance to try and solve it, but it didn't look like he was probably going to be able to, which is okay. Tis what it is. Not everyone's gonna, I mean, Kanoodle's pretty hard for people who have never done it before, So let me try something else here. Let's go magenta here. If I go green like that, I feel like that's not going to be good for us unless we take purple out, and then we can go red here, purple. Oh yeah, lime, orange. Let's go, baby. Boom. But yeah, okay, yeah. Hopefully, hopefully that wasn't too distracting for you guys. Sometimes, people will just kind of come up, of course, because I'm at an expo hall and I'm at a convention. People will just kind of come up and be like, "What's that?" And then I'll kind of explain it to them. If I do that, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and not just leaving because of it. But yeah, all right, let's see. Yes, you guys could click the shopping bag link at the bottom to get your own Kanoodle products, but also, yeah, thank you guys for the likes. Keep the likes coming, friends. Once we hit 100 likes, we'll run that poll. 100 likes. And until then, we will, we'll run a poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play. I have literally all of them here with me, basically. So we can do that. But then also, yeah, we're trying to get 1,000 likes on the stream. The more likes, the more people show up. It's free. So yeah. But yeah, the Kanoodle products, you can also get the link in the description. I have like my own store that has a bunch of products of mine, including my like clothing and stuff that I wear in videos. And so yeah, I'm 3-0 right now, baby. Okay, yeah. Let's move on to the next one here. Let's see. Fades. How do you say your name? But yeah, let's see. Render tab touch, but magenta is the corner, and the yellow and blue can't touch. Oh my gosh, this is a tough one. Okay, cool. We'll try this one though, friend. Thank you so much for the thing. But yeah, nice to see you, Terada Nuku. Appreciate you so much for joining in, friend. But yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's move on to this next one here. Give ourselves a minute and a half. This one's pretty interesting. If you guys, yeah, obviously can't tell, I do I pin the comments of the puzzle that we're currently trying to tackle. So red and magenta have to touch, but magenta is in the corner and the yellow and blue can't touch. Okay, so these two pieces cannot touch each other, but red and magenta have to touch, and magenta has to be in a corner. So let's maybe put magenta in the corner like that. And then we got to make sure that red's touching and these two aren't touching each other. All right, here we go. So I'm going to say red just goes down there for now. We can go light pink. Let's get the homies out of here. We'll put purple there. And then now we can kind of do whatever we want. So I could, for example, put blue there, maybe cyan here. Because, yeah, these two can't touch. And then, was that it, right? And then it was these two have to touch. Okay, cool. So, for example, ooh, we're close. We're so close. Okay. What if we do this instead? We switch this out. Oh, this won't work either because here, yeah, we're going to have the same types of pieces. We can't go like this either because, unfortunately, yeah, it's just not going to quite work out there. So instead, what if we go, oh, wait, hold on. What if we take cyan, we go like that? Oh, it's still not going to work. Oh, no, okay. What if we go like this? Yeah, that's not going to, oh my gosh, okay, cool. So this one's tough. This one's very tough. But yeah, we just can't move magenta. We have to make sure that blue and yellow aren't touching. Cool. So, hi, Emery, how's it going? Good. Good. Struggling my way through the first set of puzzles of the day, but you know how it is. Well, you should, because, well, this one, actually, no, I've won the first three. I've solved the first three in time, but this one's tough. Let's see. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was about time for me to cut it. Oh, yeah, there we go. 15 seconds left. Boom. 4-0. No one can beat me, apparently. I think my best record is 20-6, I think. So where, you know, they kind of throw out the suggestions, and if I get them done within a minute and a half, it counts as a win for me. And if I don't, it's a loss for me. So yeah, I'll usually always end up in the positives though. But yeah, so far 4-0, so I can't complain. But yeah, we're doing pretty well. Let's see. So yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for throwing out these suggestions and stuff like that. Appreciate you all being here. But blue and oh my gosh, you're right. Blue and yellow are touching. Oh no, that's so bad. That's my fault, friends. Oh no, I messed that up. You're so right. I got lost in the sauce for a second, and I totally did not think about the fact that blue and yellow are touching. Oh no. Oh, should I not count it then? Oh, that's so silly of me. That's my bad. Because yeah, here, shoot. Sorry, I got lost in the sauce. One of the employees for the company came up, and I wanted to say hi, but I simply could not. Or at least I don't know. I tried, but yeah. Oh my gosh, but then this isn't working. And no, wait a minute. No, I messed up. Okay, that's my bad, friends. What do you guys want to count that as? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a loss. That's a loss. Because I only had 15 seconds left. I wouldn't have been able to solve that with the these two pieces not touching. So yeah, that's my fault. Let me continue to try and solve it. Here, I'm going to give myself another minute and a half. Why not? Oh, I already see it. We got it. Okay, yeah, because boom. No, wait, it's still touching. No. Okay. Shoot, that's my bad again. What the heck is going on? How do I keep forgetting? That's so silly of me. Because then here, there's no way this is going to work. Oh my gosh, never mind, it does. Sweet, okay, cool. There we go, we finally got it, okay. All right, I've at least redeemed myself, but yeah, if you guys have any gifts, by the way, or any super chats, if you want to make sure I do your suggestion, you can throw it in a super chat, of course. The more the merrier. But yeah, we're trying to get to, I don't know, 5 super chats by the end of the stream, but we'll see. But yeah, we've got 241 viewers in here, 211. It fluctuates a lot, so yeah, all right. Yeah, we're at least I don't know. I finished the puzzle the way that it was supposed to be finished. I wasn't going to probably be able to get it in time either, so you know what? It is what it is. Okay, yeah. None of the colors can touch. Nice, Hamlins. That's a great one. Yeah. Unfortunately, I wish. Yeah, 3.5 versus 0.5. No, we can call it a loss. I didn't do it right, and I probably also wouldn't have been able to solve it in time if I did do it right. So, pink and purple can't touch, and gray and yellow. So, are you saying pink and purple can't touch, and then also gray and yellow can't touch each other? I'm gonna say that that's what you're saying. So, pink and purple can't touch. Technically, I don't count diagonal as touching, so I'm gonna say this is okay. And then here, I'll move this up a little bit so you guys can see all the pieces down here. And then you also said that gray and yellow cannot touch the homies, aka gray and yellow can also not touch each other. But I'm going to say, yeah, so these two are stuck, and then these two can't touch each other. So let's tackle this one. I'm going to say, what if we go like this? This then becomes a really good spot for gray, I think. Yeah, maybe. Let's see, because then, ooh, look at this. That's actually perfect. Green and yellow like that is great. Okay, nice. Very cool. Okay, and then we can go like this. I think we've got this one, because here, yeah, lime, red, white. Boom. And these two aren't touching, and these two are technically not touching because I don't count diagonal as touching. So, heck yes. I think that deserves a like. First and foremost, thank you guys so much for joining in, too. I appreciate it. All the viewership's been awesome as of late. Just in general, the viewership on these lives goes crazy sometimes. So, I simply cannot complain. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, make sure you guys are liking the stream. The more likes, the more people show up. It's also free. So yeah, and once we hit 100 likes, then we will run a poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of this particular stream. But then we're going to be live a little bit later today as well. Yeah. But let's see. Okay, cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So we are. Would that be 4-1 then? Is that where we're at? Ooh, Becca, I like this one, friend. Okay, yeah. Becca says red, green, blue, and yellow for the Kanoodle buttons. Oh yeah, for the little buttons up here. Red, green, blue, and yellow. But 2 of them have to be on each side of the board, right? So if you cut the board sort of in half here in the middle thing, I'll say that none of the pieces can be in the middle row because it's a 5x11, right? So there's kind of a middle row and a middle dot. But we're going to say that, like, for example, red and green have to be on the left and blue and yellow have to be on the right or something like that. Okay, cool. I like that. I'm going to have a piece be kind of stuck in place too to make this a little bit more challenging here. So let me throw like lime in. Lime stuck there. Oof, okay. That's kind of a tough spot for lime, but we're going to tackle it as if it's not. Okay, so for example, so we can go like this, and then we can go green here, which means we now have green and yellow on the left side, and then we need to put blue and red, therefore, on the right side here, which I think is going to be fine. Yeah, I think we'll be fine here. Boom, boom, boom. That's not it. If you go like that, that's not going to be it either. Okay. What if we go like this? Actually, flip this around, put blue there. So we need blue there. We can go purple here, but then we need a long piece to go there. That doesn't work. Okay. Shoot. Okay. What if we tried purple down here, magenta here again? We can't go blue there, though. Okay, because it's going to kind of block off this little dot here. So we can't do that. You take out light pink as well. We could then just go... we can't go blue here because I want to make sure that blue and red are distinctly on this side. So let's maybe go purple and then how about blue there, light pink. But then here we're going to have a really hard time trying to fit magenta into all of this, so that doesn't quite work. What if we go... Well, we had light pink here, I think. Didn't we try this? Maybe not. No, we definitely did. Shoot. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay. Yeah, and then if I do it this way, obviously we're going to need the purple piece. Dang it. Okay, I got 10 seconds left. Oh, come on. Please. Okay, we gotta go back and change this up. Okay, let's go light pink here then. Magenta, nice. Oh man, I can't clutch it out in time. No, no. Oh, we're so close though. Oh man, okay. Because in here, yeah, we have that. Okay, so yeah, we basically have it, but this one counts as a loss for sure. So what? We're 5-2. Is that what it is, or 4-2, something like that? I think I can do better. I think I can beat that. So, for example, that's not going to be it. What am I doing? Okay. That's not it either. Okay. Right, so we need to make sure that blue and red, if I put green and yellow distinctly on the left side, I need to put blue and red distinctly on the right. So you could go like this, for example, but then, yeah, it's going to leave a line like we had before, where, of course, the white piece can't fit in there. I could also do... What else could I do? Can't do this. That's not a thing. Okay. Dang, okay, what if we tried light blue, blue, like that. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Nice. Red, purple, white. Okay. It took me 50 extra seconds, 51, whatever. But hey, you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. So yeah, we're 4-2. Okay. Ooh, okay. Aaliyah, you're asking if we can do the original one? I mean, Ultimate Champion's kind of like the original, but oh, okay, it didn't stop. It's kind of like the original, but it has the timer, of course, on top. But yeah, also, yeah, if you want to make sure that we do a specific version of Kanoodle, we can do that, but we have to get to 100 likes. So 100 likes for us to be able to run that poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we will do for the rest of the puzzle. Okay, yeah. Truck edits. You can play along with this one, friend. The pieces are all exactly the same as the original. So you can totally play along. You just don't have the timer and the stopwatch, basically. So you're fine. Okay. So let's see. We got a bunch of them here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no spamming, friends. Don't spam in chat, because otherwise we will, yeah, like they'll delete your, the mods will delete your messages, because, yeah, we're not trying to spam in here. But make sure you guys are throwing out those reactions to the little 100s and the hearts and stuff like that. Those go a long way to kind of push the stream as well. So let's see. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's so many different suggestions in here. Okay, let's see. So we're 4-2. Mr. Wind, let's tackle this one. Light blue and small gray. So you're talking about white, you mean? Small gray. In different corners, and then the homies cannot touch each other. Okay. So let's tackle this one. All right, let's do this one. So light blue and small gray. White is small gray, I'm assuming, but it might look like gray to you a little bit here. Okay, so let's take this and let's put this at 1.5 minutes. I just like 1.5 minutes. I feel like it's a really good, solid thing. Although I keep winning, I do win a lot these days. So maybe 1.5 minutes is actually too easy. I don't know. Light blue and small gray in different corners. Okay, so let's just do it like this. Why not? Light blue and gray like that, or white basically. But yeah, Parker, no need to delete too many comments. The spam comments, like you can be a little more free with it, because I feel like if we delete too many of the comments, I feel like that it doesn't get pushed in the algorithm as much, because comments are good in that way, and it's not too bad right now, so don't worry. And the homies cannot touch each other, so gray and yellow cannot touch. Okay, so we have to solve where these two pieces cannot move and the homies cannot touch, right? So I want to be able to put gray here, but then obviously I can't put yellow down there, even though I really want to. We can go yellow, we can go green. Let's just build out from there. So we can go like this. We can go, but then here's kind of a little weird, right? So like, this is going to be kind of funky. Plus also here we need, actually, is there anywhere we could tastefully put yellow? We could go yellow like that, actually. That's cool. I like that. Heck yeah. And then, heck yeah. But then here we can't do this because it'll be, the wrong shapes. Okay. So what if we instead take this out and we kind of rework it a little bit and we go, ooh, that's not going to be helpful. Okay. Yeah, and light blue and white cannot move. So let's go like this instead, and we go blue here. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. There it is. Nice. Okay, yeah. Problem solving at its finest, everyone. This is why this game is great for the brain. But yeah, okay, yeah, Luna's spamming now. L. Definitely not an L. I got a W there for sure, friend. All right. Let's see. I'll time you out for a minute, Luna. All right. Sorry, my phone glitched. Okay. Well, sorry, friend, but I timed you out for a second. That's okay. All right. Let's keep going, friends. Let's keep going. Thank you guys so much. What is it? We're 5-2 now, I think, right? Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of typos here. But let's see. Aaliyah, I could do red, orange, yellow, and blue can't touch. That's very, very challenging. That one took me 54 seconds. Nice. Okay, yeah. Still pretty good. Very impressive. Okay. So this one's kind of interesting. Red, orange, yellow, and blue can't touch. I don't even know how we're going to do this. We got to kind of put them in the corners then. Like red, orange, yellow, and blue. So like this maybe? I'll say that this is it, right? Red, orange, yellow, and blue. Because if we kind of shake it up and wait for them to all not be touching, it'd probably be a configuration where even if we could make it so that they all weren't touching, it'd be configuration where they just can't, I don't know, it just wouldn't work. It's not solvable. Because sometimes when you just randomly place all the pieces in different spots, it doesn't quite work. So we're going to figure it out from here. Great. So I'm going to put gray there just because it's definitely a great spot to put the homies together. I may or may not have done that a little bit on purpose, but just because I wanted to make sure that this is a solvable puzzle. Light blue, though, here is going to be interesting. I don't love this because then I don't know how we're going to fill this up. So let's take these out. I want green actually to go here, but the problem is that then I have to go white here, which I don't love. How's it going? But yeah, so let's see if we do that, and then, or what if we go like this? Nope, that's not going to be it. Yeah, the light blue piece is going to be tough here. Okay, what if we try, yeah, that's not it. I feel like I already did that. Okay, so let's take out magenta, technically. We could also do, what else could we build out from here? We could go like this, but then it becomes kind of weird up here and down below it. If you go like this, it's also kind of weird. I got 30 seconds though, so I can't really, I gotta go. I gotta crunch this thing in. Okay, so, gosh, what do we do there? Man, okay. Because, yeah, gray I want to put there. We can't do this because we don't have the yellow piece, or the orange piece, sorry. If we go purple here and just build a bit of a border, we can, but if you go white there, for example, you can go green, you can go magenta, but then here, we won't have room for light blue. So maybe I got to prioritize light blue, go like that, but then here, that obviously doesn't work because I have lime. Lime is so tough. Okay, what if we go like this? Ooh, hold on, hear me out. Oh, dang it, wait, hold on. I lost. This one's tough. If anybody checks out, if anyone wants to check the online Kanoodle solver to see if this one is doable, let me know. You're really good at this. Thank you, Truck Edits. Well, unfortunately, yeah. It's just this time around, I did not solve it in time. So let's just run the stopwatch just to see how long it takes for me to figure out a solution here. Because you could go like this, but not really. And then man, like the magenta piece and the lime piece don't really work very well together. So I feel like, I mean, maybe there is a way to do this, right? But it's definitely challenging to figure it out. You could go here and here, for example, and here. This would be a great spot for gray, but I love putting gray there. I feel like that's got to be where the solution is. But unfortunately here, we're not quite getting it. Yeah, let me see if red goes in the bottom left. Well, we can't move red. So the big challenge here, right, is we can't move red, orange, blue, and yellow. Or, I mean, what we could do is, I mean, if this helps at all, we can swap red and orange because these are just supposed to be like not touching each other. So I'll say that I can kind of move that around, whatever. We just want to make sure that this is a solvable puzzle first and foremost. But this is not going to be it again because here, yeah, it's not quite going to work. But yeah, these 4 pieces can't move essentially. Yeah, so I got to find a slightly better way to go about this. Okay. I'm trying not to lock my knees because I am standing for basically all of this live stream. So, if we go like this, oh man, we would need another version of the magenta piece, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, and then that's not going to work. Okay. Dang it. Okay, yeah, this one's really tough. I'm a new fan. Thank you, Shubs. Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, if anyone's got any gifts or anything, by the way, feel free to throw this out there. If you guys want to, yeah, we're trying to get to 100 likes, 100 likes, 100 likes, for us to be able to run that poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of stream. That would go a very long way to help support. What if we put this here? I don't love having to put white over there, though. So what if we go like this and this? This is just not going to work here. Absolutely not. There's no way. I feel like gray has to go here if there is a solution. But I want to be able to find something else that goes in here. You could go green, but I feel like I tried that and didn't really come up with anything good. Because here, yeah, the issue is just going to be that there are many pieces that need to fit in here that just kind of don't. So, yeah, I mean, that's not a very profound thing for me to say. It's like, yeah, the pieces aren't fitting together. But, yeah, it's just hard. Okay. Let's see. What if we go this way? We need the green piece, though, to make that happen. So it took me 2 minutes, 40 seconds. It's possible. Oh, my gosh. Okay, wait. So was it possible with these pieces like this, though, probably is what you're saying? So if that's the case, we'll put them back to here. But yeah, these 4 pieces, red, orange, blue, and yellow, can't move. That's why this puzzle's challenging. And yeah, I need to figure out how to solve it. Okay. I'm assuming, yeah, Parker, did you have them like this? Yeah, okay, cool. So I think we tried this, though. And I feel like it just wasn't gonna be a good fruitful situation. This we can't do because we would need another one of the cyan pieces to make it happen. I mean, yeah, you could do white there, but then, you know, green here. And then if we go, yeah, because if you can't move red, orange, blue, or yellow, this is just a toughie. And therefore, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. If we go red here, maybe create a little border. We go like this and this. But then, yeah, there's just absolutely no way that these pieces are going to fit together because, yeah, lime and magenta just don't play well together. I know that for a fact at this point. Yeah, let's see. That's how I solved the original pieces. Okay, Parker, give me a hint if you have any hints here because I can't go on the Kanoodle solver to find any sort of hints. How do we fill in this area? Where do you have certain pieces? Let me know. Maybe this works. No, because here we would need the light pink piece again. Gosh, okay. We're so close, friends. Yeah, keep on liking the live stream. More likes, more people show up. That's how it is. And so it goes a really long way to kind of, you know, really help push the stream to more people. So yeah, if you guys have your likes, feel free to throw them out there. We do have 226 people in here and only 71 likes. So I know that people haven't liked the stream yet. If you do, of course, we'll run that poll once we get to 100 streams, or 100 likes, I mean. We'll run the poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle. We have a million different versions that we'll be able to play. Which version will we play for the rest of stream, essentially? Yeah, these just aren't going to work. Okay. All right. How did you, just checked it is 2 solutions. Okay. Yeah, how did you do it, Parker? I feel like this has to be where this goes, but maybe not. Because what else can you put back here? We can go light pink this way. Then maybe green down here. We go like that. But then here we have to go like this, and then that's going to kind of cut the board in a weird way, so we can't do that. So we actually just can't even, oh, man. You could go like this, but then, yeah, that's not going to be good at all. Nope, not at all. Okay. Shoot. I mean, you could go like this. Actually, hear me out. Boom. Okay. That's actually looking pretty nice. But then here, the moment you put in the magenta piece, it just, yeah, it doesn't really create enough space for lime. These two really don't work together. My goodness. Okay. Let's see. But yeah, you got this. Thank you, Beck. Appreciate you. Also, yeah, how's the internet been? Has it been kind of okay? I have no really means of checking other than if I guess the the live stream goes dark for a second. That's the only way I would be able to find out. That's not it. My gosh, we're 5.5 minutes after the fact. Okay, yeah, yeah. What are the solutions here, friends? Let's go. I know, Truckheads. Thank you, friend. All right, appreciate you for the vote of confidence. I just can't. Yeah, I can't put because we tried this. Why is this one just so tough? So gosh darn tough. Because you could go like this maybe and then go there, but then yeah, we don't have room for light blue or cyan as people call it. And then here would be the shape of the red piece. Or yeah, shape of the red piece. We can't move red, orange, blue, and yellow for anybody who's just joining in. These pieces cannot move. That is the main challenge here. Everybody like, please. Yeah, there we go. It's been good for me. Okay, yeah, so good. But yeah, Parker, if you have any hints, any way to throw out a hint here to help a brother out, please please let me know. Because yeah, this one, I don't want to spend like 2 years on this one either. But here it's just really not looking promising. I got to find a much better way to go about this. And currently I just can't. Yeah, this is tough. Okay. And I don't want to be able to put white back here, but yeah, if you got anything, yeah, then definitely go. Yeah. Can you switch the direction of the orange? Technically, yes. Like you could go like this, which probably would make things a lot easier actually, but you know what? Screw it. Yeah, we're gonna say that red, orange, blue, and yellow. The whole thing is that they can't touch each other, and so I just put them in the corners. But if you go this way, it's actually a lot easier because you can put lime in like that. Thank you for the gold coin, Prime. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for being the first gift of the stream. Heck, yes, friend. Appreciate you. This is not gonna be it. If you go this way, what about that? Nope. Because here, yeah, we just don't have enough room for the long pieces to kind of fit in, unfortunately. So what if we take this out and we go, can't do that, so that doesn't work. What if we tried, yeah, because how do we fit that in? This just looks like a great spot for magenta, but maybe we don't place it there. Maybe we go like this instead, although here, that just becomes mega challenging to fill. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the uncle alert. Thank you for that. Am I unk? Is that what that is? Thank you so much, Prime, for the uncle alert, friend. I appreciate you so much for that. You're the realest, friend. Thank you so much. Okay, I have a new level of energy. I've been given a new level of energy from that gift, friend. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this one for oh my gosh, I already for Prime. Thank you so much, friend. Okay. Because you could do this, but then I don't have any room for the magenta piece if we do that. What in the heck and heck? Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, we got another one, friend. We got a what is that one? A high five. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. You guys should definitely go like those super chats too, or like the gifts. Yeah, they go a long way to help support. So I love when people feel validated for giving out gifts like that, and it's really awesome. I appreciate you for doing that. So how the heck? Okay, I definitely would want to put lime back there if we did move the orange piece to be flipped. I know, obviously, at this point, Parker, I'm doing a different puzzle than you, but or that you solved, but that's okay. We're gonna see if we can do it. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, and I already tried putting this here. Because then here, yeah, there's just not really a tasteful way to solve this. My goodness, friends. Okay, so what if there was, let's try, okay, let's just make a border with purple up here. See if that kind of becomes helpful at all. You can go like this and this, but then this is not going to be doable. So that's not it. What if we go this way? Oh, that's the same exact thing, but flipped. Nope. What if we go here? Oh my goodness, we got another one. Prime, thank you so much for the gift, friend, for the marshmallow high. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, friend. And the high five, the sparkles, the marshmallow high. Oh my goodness, friends, thank you so much. I'm trying my best to solve this for you guys. But it is so tough. It is so tough. It is just too tough to do. Yeah, and see, we would need blue and orange left over. We are 9 minutes into this puzzle. Holy cow. Or 9.5 minutes into trying to solve this specific way. And it is just not, it is not going. It is not going. Okay. Man, I feel like there's got to be some sort of way to do it, though. Did we try this already? I think we did. But we'll see if there's, I don't know. Man, okay, yeah, this one's tough. But you guys know that at this point. We're almost 10 minutes in. Okay. Man, okay. So, Brian, thank you so much for the star, friend. Thank you for all the gifts. Holy cow, friend. I appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, we'll take additional suggestions once I figure this gosh dang thing out. We can go white and magenta in here. Just feels counterintuitive because it's such a great spot for lime. But then, you know, maybe that's where we're kind of stuck in our ways and we shouldn't be. Because sometimes getting stuck in your ways in this game can be really challenging because you got to kind of think outside the box for a lot of this. This isn't going to work. This is going to be the orange piece, just like if we, when we shifted it around. So if you go this way, we don't have another L-shaped piece to fit down there. Man, okay. If we go there, and we go there, but then here we can't really fill that, so that's going to be tough. Holy cow, okay. All right, let's go back to where we're at here. Primo, thank you so much for the party hat and the chili, friend. Thank you for all the gifts so far. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, stuff like that, I would really like to prioritize yours. Oh my lord, with the sunshine. Thank you so much, friend. Holy cow, okay. I mean, man, maybe if we go magenta this way, that could maybe be nice. You can go light pink. But then, yeah, we need room or we can go like this, boom, boom. But then here, oh, wait. Oh, we're so close, but look at that. Oh, it kind of cuts the board in a weird way. My goodness, Prime. Thank you so much for all the gifts, friends. Holy cow, it's just coming in hot, friend. Thank you so much. Oh, I want to earn them so badly. I want to deserve them, but it's been really challenging to figure this out. Because here, yeah, it's going to be the same problem. And if we go like this, we won't have room for light blue or cyan, as like people like to call it. So, gosh dang. Okay, did I make this even harder for myself? I feel like I might have. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's joining in. We're almost at 100 likes. Once we hit 100 likes, we'll run that poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of stream. We had it this way before. These 4 pieces can't move. I want gray to be here, but I guess gray doesn't have to be. I think that's the problem. Make the orange look like an L. You could, but the thing is that these 4 are not supposed to touch. That's kind of the major thing. But you know what? At the same time, we could just move this around and say whatever, as long as orange isn't touching the other pieces. Like we could go like this, for example, although I don't really like what this creates, but it could be something. It's literally just that these 4 can't touch. So you know what? We're going to take some liberties here. Why not? We're going to go like this, but then here we can't fill that. Yeah, okay. Because this one's just tough. Because here, yeah, we would need the blue piece, the blue shape left over. So what if we did, we put orange in like that? Because then you can go lime here. These 4 just aren't touching, and they just can't touch, and that's just how it is. But let's see, if we go maybe like this, and then we go like this. Oh, this would be a great spot for lime, but I don't have lime anymore. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, this is so tough. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking some liberties here just because obviously we are 13 minutes basically into trying to solve this one, plus the minute and a half that we started with originally. What about this? We go like that, and then I can build light blue behind it like there. Let's just say, yeah, whatever. These 4 just can't touch, and we're just going to keep that the same. But we're desperately trying to find something new to attack it with because yeah, I need new strategies here. I need somewhere for lime. Goodness. Okay. We got to prioritize the lime piece, though, because this guy is the toughest piece in the game to kind of fit somewhere. This isn't going to work either. Holy cow. Because I really liked this, in which case you could put lime there. That's the closest we've been, but unfortunately, purple needs a little bit bigger of a space. Oh my gosh, wait. There it is. Holy cow. 13 minutes and 40 seconds later. 13:41. We finally did it, friends. Holy jeez. Okay. Wow. But yeah, welcome in everybody who's joining in for the first time. Appreciate y'all being here. I need some water. Water break. But yeah, make sure you guys are throwing out your suggestions. We're trying to tackle that. Hez, thank you so much for the, is it Hez or he's Jim. I'll just say Jim. Anyway, yeah, appreciate you for the thumbs up, friend. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's gifted. Make sure everyone's also liking, though. Once we hit 100, we will run that poll for you guys to decide on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of stream. I feel like I sound like an auctioneer or something. I feel like I'm going way too hard in the talking way too quickly vibe. But it is what it is. I talk a lot and I talk quickly, and yeah, that's either my charm or, actually here, we should just do this because the timer is so high that I should just go back this way. What is the score, too? What do we have as the score? Also, if you guys want to join as members on the channel, you can, too. You get fun little badges and emotes that you can use in chat here on the live streams, but also you'll get exclusive Kanoodle videos, and some of the stuff you'll be able to watch early compared to everyone else. So, yeah, that was toughy, but yeah, we finally did it. Okay, let's see. You have one of those without the timer. Nice, Baird. Yeah. You have the standard version of Kanoodle. This guy. And then this is just the same thing, but with the timer and the stopwatch, basically, and a bunch of new puzzles as well, of course. Okay, let's go with this one. Can you do green and blue have to touch, but red can't touch pink? Okay, so green and blue have to touch, so we'll put these in together. This is rough. I don't know if this is going to be a feasible option here, but if it is, we'll try and maybe move it over. No, you know what? Yeah, we'll keep it like this. So green and blue have to touch, but red can't touch pink. Okay, so these two pieces cannot touch. I like to call this one pink, and I call this just light pink. I know we also call it magenta, but minute and a half on the clock. These two can't move. These two can't touch. Okay, so one of the things that I'm seeing over here potentially is something like that. And then we can throw red back here with lime. Although this is going to be kind of a weird place to kind of fill. I think we're going to have to do it with the white piece, unfortunately. And then here, yeah, we're close, but we don't quite have it. And then, yeah, if you put light or cyan right there, you don't have enough room for magenta, so we can't do that. These two can't move, so maybe we got to find some sort of tasteful way to put one of the pieces over here, maybe, or something like that. Like, we could also go like this, and then go boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh. Not only can we do that, there's a solution. That is wild. I'm going to give myself props for that one. That one's crazy, yeah. If you guys want to, yeah, throw out those reactions, the 100s, the hearts, the confettis, whatever. I actually don't even know if I see them on my end here, but they go a long way to kind of push the live stream to more people. Yeah, all right. Let's keep going here, friends. Am I 6-3? Is that what the score is from Truck Edits? Or am I 7-3 now? I have no idea. But yeah, make sure you guys are liking the stream. Also, yeah, where's everyone watching from? I'm currently live from Las Vegas. I'm at the licensing expo. So yeah, okay, yeah, a lot better than the previous puzzle. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, okay, yeah, I can see the little the hearts and the 100s and stuff like that. Those go a long way. Yeah, the more reactions we get, the more the live stream gets kind of pushed to everyone. So, all right, Tucker, I like this one, friend. All right, let's do this one, but let's do this one in a minute 15. Why not? I'm feeling a little ambitious. So. It's just magenta can't touch. What was it? Cyan. Okay, yeah. So it's just these two can't touch. So magenta and cyan can't touch. We'll throw them in there. Oh, well, they were touching, but they were like right on top of each other. Okay, so this I think looks like it is doable. Maybe we'll just kind of see. We'll figure out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, here we go, friends. Minute 15 on the clock. These two can't move. I'm definitely gonna try and put the homies here and see if we can solve around it. I'm gonna go blue. I'm gonna go orange there. Yeah, let's go get rid of these guys like this. Wait, like this, and then boom. But I want to put green somewhere good, and green can't actually fit in here properly. So what if we go like this, and then we go... I kind of want to put green there, maybe prioritize that, but then purple actually just can't go in here, because you go like this, but then, yeah, okay. So what if we actually go... Let's reverse a little bit here. We can't move these two, so let's instead... What if we put white back here, purple here? That doesn't work because, yeah, we'll have the shape of the red piece left over. We can also swap these out and we go white up here. Oops. White here. Magenta can't move, so I you know, that was on me. And then we can go maybe blue down here. Oh, man, the tough thing is just how many, you know, yeah, because we can't really... You could go like this, but then, yeah, this won't work because here, yeah, the green piece isn't going to fit. Why did I give myself less time for this? This one's hard. Okay. We could also go this way and go purple there. Ooh, wait, hold on. That's nice. That's really nice. And then there's that, but then, no, we don't quite have it here. Okay, let me take this out, and we instead go there. That's not going to be it either. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, and that's not it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that's tough, friends. Okay. Dang it, yeah. Okay, so I didn't get this one, but you know what? This one's tough. I don't know. I don't know why I only gave myself a minute 15. Watch me solve this in like 10 seconds, and it would have worked if I had it, you know, if I gave myself a little bit more time. This doesn't work. What if we go... blue here, and then we go purple, but then no, it's going to be the shape of the red piece left over. We cannot, as a reminder, we cannot move cyan or light blue and magenta. So yeah, and I kind of put these two here. They technically don't need to go here. I can also maybe try placing them elsewhere, because there is more space to be able to put the other things. I just really liked putting them there, because I feel like it was just kind of a really nice, clean sort of way to put the pieces in. We could go like this somehow. I don't really love that I'd have to put white and orange back behind. But you know what? We're going to try and tackle it this way, because I think I see a solution here. I do. Holy cow, that was very lucky for me. But yeah, it took me 50 seconds over what we expected. Hey, we got 100 likes. Nice, friends. All right, keep those suggestions coming in, friends. I'm gonna get the poll going for you guys. I have to type it on my phone, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and I have to do it like... I have to do it like as a something that like goes on the screen, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. So we're gonna go. Man, yeah. Thank you guys for the 100 likes. We're gonna try and get as many likes as possible on the stream because that's always the goal. But Ultimate Champion, we'll do Fan Edition. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm having to type this on my phone in a way that I don't normally have to do when I'm live streaming from home. Okay, so where the heck? Okay, can I put this anywhere? Okay, yeah, I'll put it in the. I don't even know the best place to put this. Maybe like up in the top right corner. All right, there we go. We're gonna start the poll right there. So you guys can vote in the poll on which version of Kanoodle we play for the rest of the stream. I could have made it even smaller, but hopefully you guys can vote. Let's see if it actually goes through. If the poll is too small for people to vote on, then that's kind of funny, honestly. Hey, no, we got some votes. All right. So this is Ultimate Champion, of course, and then we have Fan Edition, the new Kanoodle that has my face in it, Fan Edition, and then we also have Extreme, which is my personal favorite. I'll grab that one in a second, but let's get into the next puzzle. Why not? All right. Yeah, we're at 100 likes. Let's go, baby. Let's see if we can get to 250 by the end of the stream. That'd be awesome. 250 likes by the end of the stream would be great. But yeah, I've got like 1 or 2 more streams after this as well today. I'm just going to take a lunch break in between. Okay, let's see. Okay, FK6, I like this one. Yellow, orange, and light pink have to touch. All right, great. Let's tackle that. So, yellow, orange, and light pink have to touch. Okay, yellow, orange, light pink. So these 3 pieces, we got to find somewhere where they can touch. I'll throw the yellow piece in there just to kind of create some sort of starting point for them. What if you go like this? This is kind of wonky. Yeah, if you go like that, and then let's go orange there. Why not? All right, cool. So these 3 pieces cannot move, of course, per the usual. We got a minute and 90 seconds, or minutes, we got 90 seconds to try and solve this. I'm thinking we go purple back here. If we can't move these, we'll go like this. We'll go maybe magenta there. Ooh, it's a great little spot for gray. Love that. Let's go blue there. We could go, I want to kind of just, prioritize putting the light blue piece in. Although here, we don't really have a good spot for green, unfortunately, because you can see here, green will kind of block the dots there. So instead, let's maybe try, I wanted to go green there, but the problem there is that, we'd have white, and then we would need the shape of the orange piece left over, unfortunately. So we got to try and tackle this one slightly differently. Okay. I don't have much time, so I gotta see if I can do this while sort of explaining my I don't know, my strategy here. That's the word I was looking for. Jeez. Words, Danny, words. Okay, these 3 can't move. That's the biggest challenge here. Okay. So what if we did that and that and that? Nope, absolutely not. What if we go like this? Absolutely not. Oh, man, we're so close yet so far. Okay, so we got to try and maybe rework this a little bit. I like this. But yeah, so maybe we go gray here. Oh, wait, that's what we did, though, right? Yeah, okay. Gray there, but then let's do something different with the other pieces, right? So, for example, but light blue, maybe we need to prioritize light blue a little bit more. Okay. What if we tried magenta there, but we don't put gray here? We instead go green. But then we got to maybe put gray there. Oh, I didn't solve this in time. Dang it. Okay, yeah, I just completely lost track of the timer there. Okay. But in this case, though, I don't know if there is a means to still fill this at all. Okay. Gosh, this one's tough, friends. This is very tough. But yeah, that's the challenge with the 3-piece puzzles is that, even though I put them all in kind of a tasteful situation, they all, there's a lot going on there that kind of makes it difficult to solve. So, because I really want to do this, and I really want to put gray here, but we've already kind of tried it, and I don't think that there's a solution. Because even if you go like this, and we go like this, then it's going to leave the shape of the light pink piece, which is right here left over, and we cannot move these 3. So what I might do, because there's a world where this also isn't solvable. I have no idea if there's a sub like 5 months ago. Nice. That's awesome, FK. I appreciate you so much for doing that. We can also go blue here. Well, we actually can't because we don't have a piece that would fit up here if we can't move these. Because the only pieces that would fit are these 2. The shapes of them, at least. So this might just not be doable, in which case we're going to go like that. We're going to move it over 1, and we're going to see if we can solve it from here. We'll count it as a loss still, but let's just keep it going from here. So lime would be good here. And then we'll go back to what we had before in terms of magenta and gray. The homies, kind of put them together like that. I love doing that. It's one of my favorites. We could go purple there with, let's try and prioritize maybe the blue piece. We can go like okay. Hold on, how do we do this? We can go, if we go like this, right, we won't have room for blue again. So we do have to find some sort of way to tastefully place these pieces in without kind of cutting off the rest of the thing. Okay, so this doesn't really work, I don't think. because here I'm having a really hard time trying to figure out where the rest of the pieces go. If you go like this and this, right, you can put the white piece in, but then it's going to be the shape of the blue piece again. So that won't work. What if we go that way? Wait, hold on. Hear me out. No, because then here you have to go blue there, and then you just have a long line instead of anything else. Okay. And then if you go this way, it's not going to work either, because then we need a long piece here. Goodness. Okay, yeah, this one's tough. This one's tough, even with me kind of removing it and reworking it a little bit. It still somehow is quite challenging. Okay. We could go like that. But then here, yeah, we're still at a bit of a loss there. It's not going to quite work. All right. Okay. Okay. No, definitely not. All right. If we go this way, we won't have room for light blue. Goodness gracious. Okay. Let's take all these out. I really like this, though. And I really like all of that. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like maybe there's just a better way to try and tackle this specific set of pieces here. Especially if you can't move these three. The yellow, the light pink, and the orange cannot move. So we go like this. Boom, boom. And then, ooh, we're close again. But then here we need a line, of course, instead of the white piece. Oh, it's just, yeah. Sometimes people just recommend that I eat the pieces. Don't do that, actually. But it's kind of a funny suggestion. If we go like this, right, then the problem still is that we don't have... Yeah, okay, wait, hold on. What if we do... Right, and this still won't work. My gosh, okay, yeah, this one's tough. This one is very, very tough for no gosh dang reason. If we go red here, we go... Well, yeah, if you go green like this... Oh, my gosh, there it is. Nice. Okay, we finally got it. We did have to move the pieces over. Yeah, it's not impossible, it looks like, but it's definitely tough. But yeah, make sure you guys keep liking the stream too, friends. We're trying to get up to, let's say, 200 likes by the end of the stream. I got maybe, I don't know, a few more puzzles in me, but if we can get to 200 likes, that goes a long way to kind of help support. Okay, so looks like we are sticking with Ultimate Champion for now in terms of the poll. How do I get rid of the poll? That's the problem here. We'll run the poll for a little bit longer, I guess, but let's keep going here. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, Fleet Floyd, good to see you, friend. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's see if we can tackle your puzzle. Why not? I don't even remember what the score is at this point, but that's okay. We're going to keep going here, friends. All right. Green touches, we're going to go a minute and a half on the clock here. But yeah, so green touches magenta and pink to resemble the first three characters from one of my favorite games, DDLC. What's DDLC? Oh my gosh. What is, because DLC is downloadable content. What's DDLC? Okay. Yeah. Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it translated to horse. That's funny. Okay, so green touches magenta and pink. So we're gonna go green, magenta, and pink. So these three pieces have to touch. Let's put magenta in, and wherever magenta lands, then we'll kind of solve around it. So if you go like that, right, we'll go pink here and maybe green. Where's a tasteful way to put green? You could go like this, maybe. This is a little limiting. This might not be possible if we put it that way. You know what? We'll try it. Is this what I just did? Maybe it is. Is this what I did? Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, let's tackle this. So yeah, these three pieces can't move. Let's try and do this. Okay, so you could go with these, or we could put yellow back there, but I want to see if I can do the homies like this. We can go like that. Oh, is this it? Hold on. Do I have it? I do already have it. Holy cow, okay. 17-second solve. Why not? We'll take it. Okay. And then, yeah, it looks like Ultimate Champion is winning on the poll there, so I'm going to end the poll. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Is this game available in Brazil? I actually don't know, Lala, but you can check here on YouTube. You can check the shopping bag link. There should be a shopping bag link down below or somewhere on the stream. If not, you can also go and check on the... I have a link in the description that'll take you to my store where you can kind of check all the Kanoodle products to see if they are available for you. I have no personal idea whether or not... personally, I have no idea whether or not they're available in the U.S. or in Brazil. Sorry, definitely in the U.S. But yeah, all right. Let's keep going here, friends. I'm gonna go to bed. It's 3:11 a.m. Oh my goodness, Fleet Floyd. That is, yeah, you are. Oh my gosh, does that mean you're in? Are you in Asia? Is that what time? Or yeah, okay. Anyway, all right. Let's keep going here, friends. Yeah, clutch solve. Thank you, Becca. Yeah, all right. Let's do a few more here. Lala, thank you so much for the suggestions here. Let's see. Shake up orange and yellow and then put the white in any of the corners, but light pink can't touch any of those pieces. Whoa, all right. We need to make sure that we have enough space to make this happen, make this possible. But yeah, all right. Let's move up to minute 30 here on the clock. So orange and yellow. Well, you know, we'll do a proper shake here. Why not? So we got to close it. Shake it up. Let's see what happens here. Sometimes it resets the timer. Okay, orange and yellow, and put white in any of the corners. So white has to be basically in one of these 3 final corners, but light pink can't touch any of them. Okay, so I'll put the white and the light pink pieces up at the top here just to remember that they have a special little stipulation, of course. But yeah, we'll go from here. So 1.5 minutes. I definitely want to try and put the friends together, the homies, gray and yellow. You could also then put the white piece in this bottom left corner if we want to, satisfy the challenge. And then now we have to make sure light pink doesn't touch any of these 3, basically. So let's build outward and see if we can do something good. That's actually really nice right there. Love that. Love that. Okay. Sure. So then here, what if we actually go magenta there? I want to find a good spot for green, though, because green is actually surprisingly challenging. This won't work because here we're going to have a weird shape left over that's not the shape of the lime piece. So let's tackle it a little bit of a different way, maybe. What if we go like this? Nope, because here you'll put red in, it's going to be the shape of red yet again. So let's maybe take some of these out, and we'll try and tackle this a little differently. What can't we move again? We can't move orange and yellow, and then white needs to go in a corner, and I do like this. So let's see if maybe we just find a different situation here. Oh, yeah, wait, and then light pink can't touch orange, yellow, or white. So I would have to do something a little different there. Let's actually just build a little border here with green, and then let's go like that maybe, and we'll go like that. But then the moment you put purple in, it's going to not really work for the rest of the puzzle. So instead, maybe we have to go purple there. But then the problem is that, because then here, yeah, okay, yeah, it's not going to fit. So we'll have to move magenta slightly to maybe somewhere a little more feasible. We could go like this. Ooh, we're close, but that's not quite it either. What if we go this way? No, yeah, we already had that. Okay, yeah, we've already tried that solution, Danny. Try something new. Okay, dang it. Okay, yeah, we didn't get it in time. That's okay. We lost again. This one's tough. So yeah, these 2 can't move. White has to be in a corner. I could put it in a different corner, but I kind of liked putting it there. Maybe we take it out and we try something different, because here we could go blue instead, and then maybe light blue to get rid of it. And then we can go light pink down here, because then it's not touching those 2, but it also has to not touch white. Right, so we go like this. Then we go, maybe boom, boom, boom. That's not it. What am I doing? Maybe we'll go like this instead. Oh man, my nose is starting to run. Okay. We could go like that, but oh no, white needs to be in a corner though. That's the other challenge, right? Is we need to make sure that white's in a corner, in which case, that does make things a little more complicated, doesn't it? Okay. So maybe we try this here instead. I need to put white in a corner, right? We could try it like this, but then, yeah, this definitely isn't going to be it, because here, not quite the shape of lime, unfortunately. All right. Dang, okay. Let's do something a little different over here. All right. Yeah, because I want to be able to put these 2 together. So I could take this out, and then, you know what? Okay, we'll go back to having white in the corner. Whatever. Why not? We'll try it. And then here, maybe instead, we'll try light blue up there like that, so we can come up with a little space for the lime piece, and maybe even red like that. Because then you can go like that, and then that. But then here, I don't really know how feasible it is for us to be able to fill these spots, right? Unfortunately, yeah, it's going to be kind of challenging. Yeah, dang, okay. If we go this way, maybe it's a little different. No, not quite. Ooh, okay, hold on. Dang, yeah, oh my gosh, it's almost there. I feel like we're almost there, friends. Thank you to everyone who's joining in, by the way. If you guys have no idea what's happening, this is the Kanoodle Ultimate Champion version. The idea is that we are trying to solve by putting all the pieces in the puzzle, but for this one, there's an extra stipulation. Of course, it's the pinned comment down below, where yellow and orange cannot move, these 2, and then white has to go in a corner, and light pink can't touch any of those 3 pieces. So, yeah, this is tough. Okay, what if we flip it around that way? We go magenta there. That looks nice. And then light pink is not touching any of them, so that works. But then I guess the big issue here, right, is that I can't do this. This actually is the space of the shape of the magenta piece left over, which is not what I currently need, unfortunately. Man, yeah, okay, this one's tough. If anyone's got the Kanoodle solver pulled up on their computer or anything, definitely let me know if this one's even doable, because I feel like it should be. I feel like there are a lot of options here for what I can do. I just kind of haven't found the right one yet. We could go a little wonky here. Hear me out. We can go like this. But then, oh my gosh, not what are the odds? The odds are 1 in 1, because look at that, baby. It is solvable. Nice. Okay, cool. Thank you to everyone joining in. I know, I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying, Juan. I'm trying. Okay, there we go, friends. All right, So let's move on to the next one. Yeah, you guys can feel free to keep throwing the British accent. Yeah, every once in a while it comes out as a yeah. Okay, yeah. You better go get it. Nice. That's a great joke, Parker. Yeah, if my nose is starting to run. All right. You can buy Kanoodle in Brazil. Nice truck. Okay, cool. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Let me try a couple more puzzles here, and then that'll be it for me today. Well, not today, but that'll be it for me for this stream, and then I'm gonna go get a lunch break in, and then I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna do 1 or 2 more streams for the rest of the day, basically. So, yeah, I'll be streaming a lot today, and then I'll be streaming a lot tomorrow as well. So don't you worry. There'll be plenty of Kanoodle content for y'all to be able to consume. So let's keep going here, friends. So. Oh yeah, we got to get another one for Becca in here. Becca's one of the most consistent viewers, and I appreciate you so much, friend. Okay, FK, I've done one of yours already, haven't I? Let me try and tackle this one. What are you going to have for lunch? I don't know yet. There's a food court around here, so I'm going to go and grab something from there. Purple and light pink. The homies have to be on opposite sides of the board. Okay. So, yeah, purple and light pink. Just throw them in there. Ooh, okay. Okay, we'll do that. All right. Purple and light pink have to stay there. Gray and yellow have to be on opposite sides of the board. Love it. Let's do it. All right. So keep those up there for now. Let's see what we can do to kind of build out here. I want to try and, yeah, like maybe we should operate with the idea that we need to put them on opposite sides. For example, I kind of like something like this because you could put magenta there. That looks really nice. But then we need to find a good spot for gray. Maybe like this. And then just build around it, bring it around town. Although here, I don't think this is going to be solvable because, yeah, we need to find a good spot for light blue as well, which is going to be a little tough here, it looks like. So maybe we don't put gray there. I hope this one's solvable, though. It would kind of suck if it isn't, but, you know, wouldn't be the first time. We could put it there, but we'd have to get white or put white behind it. And then here, things get a little rough because I actually don't have a piece that would fit in here that doesn't get blocked off. So, yeah, I don't know. This might also just be impossible, or at least maybe I need to try a different configuration because I liked this. So maybe we do that, but then I'd have to probably put white here, which sucks. And then, yeah, I don't really know the likelihood that this will actually be solvable outside of that. So, oh wait, yeah, we can also move, we can't move these two, but we also, yeah, we can do a bunch of different stuff actually. So maybe we don't have to worry about it yet. And maybe there's still, oh my gosh, wait, I have 12 seconds left though. I completely forgot about the timer, no. Okay, shoot. What if we go, I don't know, if this is technically on that side of the board, we're gonna count it, whatever. We don't have much time, 3, 2, 1, ah, man, okay. Dang it, I just completely lollygagged my way through that. That's my bad, friends. I don't know why I just kind of took my time in a way that I definitely just didn't have. We ran out of time on that one. And this just doesn't look very good anyway. So yeah, we're gonna keep trying on this one. And then yeah, this might be one of my last maybe 2 puzzles of the stream, but then I'll be back, of course, in a little bit to do plenty more. I got plenty more streaming coming up today, so y'all are in for a treat. Let's see. Yeah, so okay. We could technically go yellow here, because why not? But if these 2 pieces can't move, purple and light pink, and then also gray and yellow can't touch each other, okay. Then we have to put blue down here. Maybe I'll just kind of build out with the light blue piece in there. Maybe lime here. But I got to find a good spot for gray. You could put gray there. It's not really on the other side of the board. But at this point, I'm just making sure they don't touch. That's just kind of my only stipulation I'm really abiding by here. This isn't going to work, though, because there's not a good spot for green. So we got to take magenta out and maybe do this. No, this isn't going to work because if we go white here, you can go orange, but then it's going to create the shape of the red piece left over. And, of course, we have green. So not that. Let's try maybe putting it gray over here, because then it's a little more like actually on the left side of the board, which I know is part of what we wanted to do. But then there's like not a lot of space for magenta to go, because if you go like this, it's going to be the shape of the red piece, of course, and not the green piece. So that's unfortunate. And if we go here, we won't have room for magenta, so that sucks. Yeah, dang, okay. So we got to keep trying this one. This one is very tough, it looks like. Yeah, how the heck are we going to do this one? So let's take these out. White's the most versatile piece in the game, so that's why I like to keep it until the very end if I can. But, yeah, these 2 can't move. And then gray and yellow have to be on opposite sides of the board, like one on one, half one on the other. So I can't just put gray here, which would be awesome, honestly. But unfortunately, yeah, according to the stipulation that the viewers put out there, that Becca put out there in chat, I have to put it somewhere over here. I don't love doing this because I'd have to put the white piece there, and I want to save the white piece if I can. If you go here, maybe... So you can go like that, you can go like this, but then you'd have to go white here, and then we don't have a piece that would fit down there. The tough thing, too, is we have 3 of the most challenging pieces remaining. These guys are some of the toughest. Yeah, I think there's maybe a way to do this. I just can't Can't seem to figure it out yet. We could do this and change it out so yellow goes there, in which case it kind of frees up 2 of our L-shaped pieces, which we might need. And then maybe, just maybe, this will work, because now we can go boom, boom. Although here we would need the light pink piece. Unfortunately, we can't move these 2, so that doesn't work. Dang, okay. It seemed good for a second, but that in and of itself was not it, unfortunately. What if we go, no, that's not going to work either, because you'd have to put orange there, and then you need orange again, back behind magenta. If you put it here, could you do that? No, it's the same problem. At least with this. You could go technically cyan and white, or light blue and white like that, but I just don't really know what the potential is of us being able to fill out the rest of this board like this. I don't think it's, yeah, it's not very high, and it's not looking good. So what if we do, you could go like this, but we need to make sure that yellow has a good spot. And I feel like this might be our best bet, but I don't really know how to fill out the remaining area. So let's maybe take these out for a second. Because you could go, I mean, we could do the same thing where we go like this, but then I have to find a spot for gray, and that's definitely not it. And then here, we would need the red piece probably. Oh, I also have it flipped the wrong way. Oopsies. And then here, yeah, this won't work with these pieces. My goodness. Okay, y'all suggested probably one of the hardest puzzles I think I've tackled in a while. So, you know what? Good on you. But also, ouch. That hurts my soul. Because, yeah, I'm trying my best to try and figure this one out. And it is tough. I don't know if you have any solutions over there. I know, yeah. It's hard, yeah. This is a very tough puzzle. But, yeah, I just have to put these on different sides, and these 2 can't move. There's always pieces that can't move, because otherwise this would not be a very challenging puzzle. We could put gray over here, actually. So what if you go like this? That's decent, but then this area is kind of funky. And I still have to find somewhere for yellow to go. You could go like this with yellow and magenta even. But then, yeah, this sucks. I mean, unless you put that there. Yeah. Yeah, this guy, usually I put these 2 together, which is why people try and make me not put them together, because they work so well together. But then here, the problem is just going to be that, yeah, like light blue isn't going to fit anywhere good. Light blue is one of the hardest pieces to kind of make sense anywhere, unfortunately. This feels nice, but it's just not, yeah, there's just not, because you can't also go orange here, because then you have the little dot missing, so that doesn't work. We could take this out and maybe try it down here. That could, I was going to say it could work, but yeah. Yeah, but then here, yeah, it looks like we, unfortunately, yeah, that piece is so tough. Because, like, yeah, if you put it over here, for example, you'd need the shape of the red piece left over. Yeah, it's tough. This is so hard. Oh, it's torturous at times, but, you know, it is what it is. We could go red here and instead maybe, oops. If we want to keep the gray piece there, you can go like this. And then maybe orange here. But then, yeah, we don't really have a good spot for light blue. Yeah, we could move this guy around, though, of course, and maybe try something like this. Maybe put this back. But then here, we still, yeah. Okay, yeah. This one's hard, you guys. It's very hard. Very, very hard. I appreciate everyone who is watching right now. There are 291 people watching. Oh, my goodness. Okay, yeah, they're watching me absolutely struggle. But you know what? It is what it is. We could go like this, but I don't like getting rid of the white piece, but we can, especially if it's a solution. But here, yeah, the biggest issue is just that we... Here, I'll go back to this. But yeah, the light blue piece is just going to be... Right here. Well, yeah. So unfortunately, though, I guess the main stipulation of one of the challenges was that these pieces are on opposite sides of the board. Because, yeah, normally I would put these together. So you can see why they work so well together. But unfortunately, right now, I'm trying to solve it where, yeah, it's just on the completely opposite side of the board, which does suck because it is the best possible strategy, unfortunately, a lot of the time. Which is why this one, I mean, there's a world where this just might also not be doable, in which case I would just kind of move some pieces around to make it solvable. But, like, for example, I could shift the purple piece over one into the corner, but I feel like there's still plenty of options here to where I don't have to give up yet. I did this at first, but I don't think this was really helpful. And I tried this. I really like this. I can't do this, I don't think. I mean, you can, but I feel like this kind of sucks because then you have to get rid of your 2 L-shaped pieces. And then this has to go somewhere tasteful, which, I mean, you know. But then this, yeah, this area is rough. Yeah, unless I do, no, it's not going to work that way. I could go like that, but then, yeah, once again. Yeah. This guy, yeah, because then you go here, right, and then it's going to be, yeah, okay, wow, okay. So maybe what I might do is I might just say that these pieces can, I don't have to do one on each side, they just can't touch. So for example, I can do like, well, this, they're touching, I guess, if I do that. But if we go back to this thing, right, and I go like this, which I really liked, then maybe I can create like a nice, tasteful place for gray to just kind of chill. Well, it'd be back there, I guess, but yeah, because you can't put it here, it's going to block off the dots. You can't put it here because that's not a shape that we have. You could put it there, but this might be a little wonky. You could go like this, and then this, but then it's this guy. It's always light blue. That's just the worst. Because, yeah, here we can't do that. Yeah. And then, like, I mean, maybe there's a way to, yeah, and you can't do, like, this or anything, because that's not a shape we have. Man, okay. Yeah. Reset. We're 8 minutes in. Whatever. Appreciate everyone who's got the, or who's here watching. Thank you guys for the votes of confidence in chat. Appreciate it. Let's, man, okay. Maybe light blue here. Yeah. That's usually the best. Yeah, just get rid of all the tough pieces. But here, I'm trying to create a little tasteful spot for gray. Because you can't do this still. What if you can't go like that? I mean, you could, but it's not nice. You could go here, but then, yeah, we're just kind of delaying the inevitable. You could go like this and put gray there. A little tasteful. Maybe. Oh, it's close. Okay. If you go this way, no, that won't work. Because, yeah, and then if you go this way, it'll be touching, but also that still doesn't work. Oh, I felt like I had something cool there. Oh, man, okay. Yeah, like, because if you go like this, that won't work. We are 9 minutes past the time that it should have taken for me to solve this. Or at least, I don't know, that's the time that I set for myself. But, man, yeah, I mean, maybe there's just maybe we just got to go like this and just see if there's, I don't know, but this is the problem area, so maybe not. Oh, man. We tried this. If you do that, I mean, this is obviously perfect here, but we have to try and do it where they're not touching. You could go like this. Ooh, hold on. Hear me out. Yeah. Okay. Dang. What if you do this? No, because then, yeah, you got to go like that, and that's not going to work. What if you go... No. You could go... I mean, well, you can't actually go like this, because then we would need another L piece. Oh, my soul! It's slowly leaving my body. Okay. You could go... Well, actually, here, what if you go... No. No, absolutely not. All right. Okay, you guys. What I'm going to do executively, just because I don't want to spend a billion hours on this puzzle, we're going to go, bloop. Now purple's in the corner. No one saw that. So in that case, right, we're going to try and do this one a little better. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the star and the flow state from Patricia. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you guys for the gifts, friends. Appreciate it. All right. So instead, this guy's moved over. So maybe same stipulations, but you know we have a little bit more versatility here. So if we go blue and magenta like that, this is tough. Well, you could do this. I don't count diagonal as touching, so you know what? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found a solution. Nice. Heck yeah. Oh, it took way too long though, and I had to rework it a little bit. So but yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Carlin. Yeah, appreciate you being here. Yeah. Have you ever seen the Kanoodle puzzles before? Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah. There you go. Yeah, so they probably crush these things. Yeah. But yeah, that was a tough one. Okay, yeah. That's great for elementary school kids. Yeah. I know. Yeah. This is the newest one. Yeah. They might have the original. Yeah, this is the high stakes. Make yourself sweat. Edition. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right, but yeah. All right, I'll do one more puzzle and I'm gonna take a lunch break. But yeah, thank you. Patricia, thank you so much for the gifts, friends. Do it again. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more puzzle here, friends, and then I'm gonna get off for a second, and then we're gonna hop back on for one or two more streams today, actually. So we're gonna tackle a one more puzzle here. Yeah, let's see. I think it's gonna be that challenging a puzzle. Yeah, unfortunately, Becca, it was. But yeah, Patricia, thank you for the gifts, friends. Patricia, if you have a suggestion, then feel free to throw it out there because you've gifted a ton just now, and I appreciate it. Yeah, spam the 100 button. Yeah, the reactions get a lot of they help kind of push the stream a lot. So if you have the means to be able to spam the reaction button down below with the 100s and the hearts and stuff, it's free as heck too. Okay, let's just try. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna do red and pink. Why not? From Progress Mommy. Okay, yeah. Thank you so much, Patricia. Appreciate you. All right. So red and pink, right? We're gonna take these two, throw them in. I call magenta pink, of course. We'll do it like this. This is actually kind of interesting. I don't know how doable this one is, but we're gonna try it. So minute and a half on the clock. I have no idea what my record is today. We're not really following it because I don't really have like a notepad or anything to use. But these two pieces cannot move. Let's solve this bad boy. I'm gonna go green here. We could do no homies as well, so we could put yellow there with lime, and then I just have to find a good spot for gray, I guess. So let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can come up with like a really tasteful little angle for gray to kind of fit somewhere. You could do this, but then I highly doubt I'm going to have room for light blue after all that, unfortunately. So, yeah, okay. Let's try something a little different here. We could go a little funky with it and go like this, because then here, a little spot for gray. But then, man, yeah, we don't have a long enough space for purple because we can't put purple like in here, of course, because it doesn't have a little L. So that doesn't work. What if we did this, but then here, of course, yeah, we don't have light blue. Okay, shoot. So, dang, okay. Maybe we go back to here and we try something a little different, right? For example, you could go, we'd have to get rid of our kind of L-shaped pieces, but you could go blue and orange back there. Try and put the homies together somewhere here like this. But then, yeah, we're not quite getting it because, yeah, we got to prioritize light blue at some point here. So, shoot, this is tough. This is very tough, friends. Yeah, same problem here. It's going to be red again. Okay. All right, so let's reset. Let's see if we can do this one. I feel like it could be solvable. There's a chance it isn't, unfortunately, but I'm not gonna call that yet. I feel like we've got a little more we could do. I do really like this, but I feel like we kind of already tried all this and expected different results from what we got. And then here, yeah, we can't fit the gray piece in because it's gonna, you know. So anyway, what if we did? Nope, not that. Okay, dang it, we ran out of time too. Okay, we lost this one. That's okay. Patricia, thank you so much for the for all the gifts, friends. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Have a great day. That's a fun game. I have one. I know. Yeah. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah. FK, thank you for the. I love you too, friend. Thank you. So yeah, these two can't move. So this is like wildly difficult in comparison to what I thought it would be. Because here we don't have the red piece to make that one kind of tasteful. So instead we could go maybe like this and then, or we can go like this. Check this out. What if we go, hear me out. We go purple and orange and then we go lime there. We could go yellow here. And then we can go like this. We can go boom, boom. But then, yeah, we can't fit anywhere else. Dang it. Okay. So maybe we do want to put the blue piece back here. And then we're just going to have to create some sort of situation for these two pieces. The problem, though, is that I don't think this works. Because here, right, the only way to kind of put the the cyan piece in is like that. And then, yeah, of course, we don't really have the shapes necessary to fill in the rest of the board. Holy cow, this one's tough. We could go this way. But this also won't work, I don't think, because the only way to put cyan in is like that. Oh, wait, hold on. But look at this. Oh, my gosh. Wait, look. We can take the purple and orange from over here, put them here. We just can't move these two. And then look at this. Oh, perfect. Nice. It just took me an extra minute and 17 seconds over what it was supposed to. But, yeah, I'll sub and like. Thank you so much, Patricia. Appreciate you, friend. All right. Thank you, guys. That was the final puzzle for now. I am absolutely starving. I'm going to probably fall over and pass out if I don't eat anytime soon. So I love you guys very much. But check this out. I'm going to be live again probably in like an hour. I'm going to be live, and then I'm going to be live probably again an hour after that. So we got like up to three different live streams today. But I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so much for being here. And I'll be back. You know what? Oh, my gosh, there's so many people in here now, though. 343 people. Holy cow. Okay, you know what? Screw it. We're going to go for one more puzzle. Why not, friends? There are a lot of people here. Let's get to 200 likes, though. 200 likes will kind of help the live stream get pushed a little bit more. But we'll do one more. All right. We'll do one more puzzle. Hopefully it's an easy one. We're going to go to BD Slayer games. We're just going to go blue and red. So we throw blue and red in. Wherever they land, we'll kind of... Oh, okay. So it kind of moved around there. We're going to go minute 15 on the clock here. I wasn't solving the other ones in time, but it doesn't matter. We're going to go a little less time than we had. So yeah, these two just can't move. Let's just bust this one out. Here we go. All right. We could go like this, but then here's going to be a little weird. We could go put the white piece there. I don't love getting rid of it, though. I love saving it till the very end if I can. Because then here, yeah, we're not really going to have the means to be able to fill this area in very easily with these pieces. So let's actually take these out and let's try something a little different. I think maybe we want to go... We can't do this. We could do this, though, maybe, but then... I don't know what pieces would fit back here. So yeah, let's not. Let's absolutely not, Danny. Let's go back to. I don't know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the flow state, Becca. Thank you so freaking much for the gift, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, you're too kind, Becca. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, let's, man, I got to try and tackle this one. So what if we instead, because these two just can't move. That's all it is. I got 20 seconds left. Holy cow. Okay. Um, Gosh, I think I just have to put orange there. And then, I mean, I want to do this, but then let's see if there's maybe a more tasteful way to kind of fill out the rest of this. I can't fill that in right there, so that doesn't work. And then down here, I don't even have anything I can do. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, this one was so tough. Okay, but yeah, Becca, thank you so much for the flow state, friend. I appreciate you so much for that. Yeah, I can't even find a tasteful spot to put these pieces. That's the tough part in all of this. Is like I want to be able to do this one, but it just seems, like if we go like this, there's not really a good way to fill the rest of the board out. I mean, we could go like this, actually. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's run the stopwatch just to see how much longer it takes. But yeah, let's see if we can get to 200 likes, friends. 200. That'll be my reward for getting this done. But yeah, if you haven't liked the stream yet, definitely go and do that. It goes a long way to help support, and it kind of pushes the stream to more people. So yeah, it's very, very meaningful, even if it feels so small to you. But yeah, likes are free too, so no excuse there, I guess. Yeah, this isn't working. Okay, what if I put gray there? But then what the heck do I do down here? I could also do like, oh my gosh, why is this one so tough? I feel like, is there a solution? I feel like you're almost at 200. I know, oh, we hit 200. Never mind, we're good. Nice, guys. Okay, let me, man, let me figure out how to do this one. Yeah, red and blue can't move. I could do white back here. I just don't love it because I feel like I want to be able to create a better situation for, actually, this works really well, though, around putting the homies here. Gray and yellow, if you guys don't know, are the pieces I call the homies because they fit so well together and they're really good friends. Usually it's like strategically a very strong choice, basically, to kind of put them next to each other because a lot of times it will work out. Let's actually go like this, maybe, and then what if we did, nope, not that. Yeah, okay, we're close, but we're not quite there. What if we go like this? Definitely not, okay. That's not it either. Holy cow. All right, so let's take out magenta. Maybe we flip magenta to go that way. But then, I feel like my biggest issue is just going to be finding space for the lime piece, especially. But yeah, red and blue just can't move. That is our entire challenge here. What if we just go lime? Like we just find a spot for lime and we just build around it like that, right? But then here, yeah, it doesn't quite work, and we can't really go. What if we go like this? This isn't really going to work, though. Because here, right, if we can't move the red and the blue pieces, how the heck do we find room for the rest of these pieces? Okay. Red and blue can't move. I like putting these two here. I feel like it's a really nice spot for them, but yeah, okay. We could do this, but then, we don't have room for magenta. It's too big. Too big. So what if you go, nope, that's not going to work either. These two can't move, right? So I need to just keep remembering that. This is not it either. Because, yeah, okay. Dang, okay. This one's tough. This one's very tough. Trying my best to do this in front of an audience of people on live stream. It is challenging. Okay, so we got 220 people watching. Small numbers, but it is what it is. Okay, so let's see. If you can't move red and blue, I want to be able to put orange back here because then you can go lime there, get rid of that pesky piece. But then the problem here is like, actually, this is nice. Hold on. Hear me out. You'd have to go, yeah, but then this is definitely not going to work because the moment you put light blue in, it's going to kind of block off all the other dots. Yeah, that's the problem. Is this guy's one of the hardest pieces, and I like to keep white till the very end because white's the most versatile of the pieces. So if you did, that's not going to work either. Man, I feel like this one's got to be doable. I don't know. I'm just going to try a bunch of things, I guess, because I want to be able to do this, but we've already tried that. I call these two the homies because they fit so well together. You can't go like this because once you put that there, we don't have another piece that's long enough to fit back behind it. Ugh. And if we go like this, I don't think we could fill this in either. Oh, this is brain breaking. But yeah, have a good one, y'all. Oh, man. Okay. Sorry, friends. I am trying my absolute freaking best for this. And I really need food in my system. So here's what I'm going to do. Bloop. Nobody saw it. No one saw that. Nothing to see here. I moved the blue piece. These two still can't move, but that's I moved it around because it might have also just not been possible, and I'm not near my computer, so I can't check to see if it was an unsolvable puzzle. So I'm just going to pretend like it was always here. So yeah, we're just going to tackle it like that. Because here we have a solution. Nice. Okay. Thank you guys for joining in, friends. I appreciate y'all being here. I forgot to stop the stopwatch. Oh, 401. It always gives me an extra second because it hates me. But yeah. Anyway, Love you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I will be live again in probably like an hour, honestly. I just need a lunch break, but I'll be live again then, and I'll be live a little bit later as well. So, heck yes, I'll see y'all then. Love you very much. And yeah, make sure you get your own Kanoodles. You can get them here on the live stream. They exist at the shopping bag link or at the link in my description. But yeah, make sure you're subscribed and that you're, tuning in for the next one. So yeah, love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.